Welcome back to Badger Witch Tarot. I'm Emily. Today for the pick a card, I'm going to do things a little differently. And the theme today is February predictions. But instead of shuffling the cards beforehand and having them in each pile, I'm going to have you pick a candle for your pile, and then I'm going to shuffle on camera. I like it when other readers do that, so I'm giving it a try in my video. So if you've never done this before, what you do is you just take a deep breath and then pick whichever candle you're drawn towards, and that'll be your pile. And I'll put timestamps below so you can go directly to your reading. And I'll also list in the description box all the cards I'm using today, and I'm using quite a few. So, let's look a little closer at the candle so you can tune in and see which one you're drawn towards. So for pile 1, you have this red candle. Pile 2, this white candle. And pile 3, this purple candle. Okay, so you do what you need to do. Pause the video if you need to choose your pile. And I will get started with group 1. See what February has in store for you. I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and I'm going to shuffle and pull all the cards and then look at them and interpret them. So let's start with your tarot cards. What does February have in store for you? This one. And one more. Okay. I just think the shuffling is relaxing and kind of meditative. So let me know in the comments if you like the shuffling or you prefer the other way with it already shuffled. And I haven't decided yet. I might do specifically a love reading, but we'll see if any love messages come out, and then I will pull some love cards if they do, which I think in your case I will be doing. Excuse my cat meowing in the background there. Okay, just 2 more decks. Nerva, no, there are candles. Last one. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm getting, just right off the bat, I'm getting a vibe of you having been in a kind of protective place, in protecting yourself, in kind of holding back because you've been through a lot, you've been through pain in your past, and you've been wanting to protect yourself. But I think the time has come, because we've got this protection message. We've got don't let your past hold you back. Stand still for now and listen to your life, I think, is what you've been in. I don't think this is the advice for now, because we've also got make a move and let spirit be your guide. So my general feeling I'm just getting right off the bat is that it's time to move out of this place of self-protection, this place of pause, and move forward. Okay, that being said, so we've got the Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. So, and the Ace of Wands is very interesting because we also have this light message. And it's interesting because she's moving forward as well. And that kind of goes with the make a move. So I think you really need to tune into your passion. Tune into that light inside of you this month. Really start doing the things that light you up and make you feel alive, that make you feel joy in life. Because those things are what are going to move you towards your dreams. So really, whatever it is for you, it might be creative things, it could be anything. But I think you really need to tune into this fire within you. And doing that and doing the things that you're passionate about will draw you towards the things you want. And we've got this Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like a lack mentality, being in a space of focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do have, focusing on being out in the cold. But the thing is you can shift your perspective on this, because see, in this picture, she has the key to the door, yet she's ignoring it. She's staying in the dark instead of going into the light. And you can go into the light. And the light can be scary because it illuminates things, and it's about movement and being seen, but it's time. It's time to be seen. It's time to move out of the cold and to move into a place of gratitude and joy and living. And just trust spirit. Trust that spirit has your back. And that you're being led in the right direction. And also that you have vision yourself. Because hawks have really good vision and are focused on something. Find that thing that gives you purpose and drives you and focus on it. And then, sometimes we don't know the how of getting there, but we just trust that we're going to get there. And I think that's what you need to do. Okay. So then we've also got this Two of Cups. So this is about love. It's about union, especially romantic love. So I'm going to pull a couple romance cards. But it's about partnerships, it's about sharing of emotion. And if you're not interested in romance, this could be about work partnership, friendship partnership, but a coming together of two souls and a sharing of emotion and an openness and a vulnerability. So this is, and I love this card, it's so beautiful. So this is really sharing love, sharing life with someone. And I think that's going to come up this month, especially if you step into your fire and light and focus on your passions. You're going to draw this kind of energy, this kind of connection in. And also, before I pull your romance cards, we have this card about generosity, and I'm going to read that for you. Meet Sapphire, the generous spirit in us all. When it is dark outside, he will always come through for us with his dancing rainbow lights and gentle eyes. Allow generosity to flow in all directions. Offer your hand, your ear, your understanding, and your heart to a person in need. Graciously receive the help from another when you are challenged, stuck, or down on your luck. Be generous with yourself. Give yourself time, love, and sweet nurturing care. We take turns being the helper and the one in need of help. Generosity connects us to something larger than ourselves. So, this is making me think of the Two of Cups a little bit, even though, you know, this is a sharing of love and a reciprocity, and I think that's kind of an energy you need to get into. I think you've been really on your own and not so much connecting with others, and I think it's time to connect and be generous with others and yourself and really get in that space of, you know, being in balance with other people, sharing and receiving help when you need it. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's really time to make a move. To move forward, move into the light. That is like the vibe I'm getting. Move into the light and trust spirit. This time of being paused and being still is over. You can still move forward and hold boundaries and protection for yourself, but you gotta be vulnerable too in order to receive these rewards. All right, let's see what my two love decks here have for you in February. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, so trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust spirit and the universe. You know what to do. This kind of connection, this kind of love and connecting with other people, I feel like we know deep inside us how to do this. When it feels right, when you're connecting with other people in a way that feels good, in a way that's pure and full of love, you don't have to think about it. There's something natural about it. And that's just a message that came out to say, but follow your intuition. You already know the answer. Whatever you're asking about, do what feels right. I feel like someone out there needs this message specifically. Okay, and then the Whispers of Love deck. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Okay, so maybe you're a little skeptical. Maybe you've been hurt a few times and, you know, you're a little skeptical. But, you know, we have to have a little faith in order to, and a little bit of vulnerability and letting down our guard in order to get these rewards. To receive this love, we have to be open, and we have to we have to give people the benefit of the doubt. And that's not saying, like, okay, if someone's toxic, if someone's not good for you, then no, of course not. But this is for in moving towards new people. Don't judge them based on how you've been treated in the past. Don't let your past hold you back. Not everyone is like the person who's done you harm. There are good people out there. It's a balance, you know. You have to be open to receive love, but I understand protecting yourself as well is necessary. So just follow your heart, trust the universe, and be open. But, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about this. These kind of relationships and love and connection come to us when we're taking care of ourselves, when we're focusing on our passions. So focus more on moving into that light. Focus on your passions and this light. I think that's going to be your main message for February, is to focus on your passions. Move into the light, move forward, leave your past behind. It's time. It is time. Okay, that's the message I have for you, Group 1. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of this message, and I'll see you next time. Okay, Group 2. Let's see what February has in store for you. So I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and I'm going to shuffle and pull all your cards first. It's going to be kind of meditative and just enjoy the shuffling, and then I'm going to interpret the cards after I've shuffled. And this is a general reading, so of course take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I'm only going to pull love cards if we get a kind of love vibe from any of the other cards. So let's see what February has in store for you. Okay. Oh, yep, that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you like this shuffling, or if you prefer it the other way with having the piles laid out ahead of time. Last one. right, so let's see here. I think in February you are moving into a new cycle. So we've got this Ten of Swords, and this conclusions are within reach. So Ten of Swords is a painful time. It's a crap hits the fan, being through a ton of hard stuff, tough cycle. However, it's also completion. It's reaching the end of a tough cycle. So either this is ending really soon, or it's already ended, and this is the cycle you've come out of. So that's the good news. You've been through some really tough stuff. I'm trying not to curse. It's very hard for me not to curse. Okay. Sorry. You're coming out of a tough time. You've been through it. And I'm sorry that you've gone through some rough stuff. But good news is it's ending soon, and I see a lot of newer stuff coming in. And especially with this conclusions are within reach card, you're reaching the high point and then moving out of it. So that should be comforting to you. Okay. Now we have 2 knights, which is very interesting to me. To me, this is a couple of things. There could be messages coming in, messages that you're receiving, but it's also forward movement. And it's interesting because we have one of the faster knights and the slowest knight. So, but I'm getting a couple of different messages. So from the Knight of Wands, I'm getting more a message of needing to be brave, needing to get in touch with your passion, just, dance it out, sing it out, get in touch with that fire within yourself, and play, which is interesting. I just said that because we've got this play, laugh, and find joy. Yeah, find some joy. I think you've had to be very serious and to deal with stuff, but find some joy and play. Just, get in touch with your passions. Have fun. I'm not really getting this as the forward movement. This is what's saying forward movement to me. So the Knight of Pentacles is practical. It's slow and steady. It's material things and goals and offers, all of that. Really taking their time coming in and really taking their time moving forward. But I think that might be a good thing because you might need that practical, calm, slow pace right now. And it's okay for things to take their time. It's still forward movement. It's just slower. So, focus on those practical things too, but take a breath and take the time you need to figure them out. And if you're waiting for an offer of something, an offer of love, a job offer, something like that, it's taken its time. It's not coming quite yet. But you might receive a message that things are moving, that they're just not, they're not going to come into completion anytime soon. Yeah, and then passion. And that's interesting with this night magic card, because we've got Meet Vespertine, no sleep for the wild. She is a swirl of creativity and nighttime escapades. She is pure nocturnal playfulness and mystery. Going out at night is not only for the young. Night magic is for everyone. Explore the night. Go out dancing or walk under the stars. Gather with your friends and talk into the wee hours. Sing and play music under the moonlight. Stay up to watch a meteor shower or a lunar eclipse. See the sun rise while the world sleeps. Watch your perspective expand and shift. You have more energy than you believe. Yeah, so I think this is an increase in your energy. And this is saying, I know it's hard to like go out and dancing or anything like that right now, but go outside in your backyard and dance under the moon, or stay up late and dance in your room. I think you need to dance if that's available to you. Just play and feel that wildness, that fire, that joy that I think has been a little stifled by this Ten of Swords energy, which, hey, I totally understand. Feel that spark. I think this night is bringing in some fire, some spark for you. Play. I'm going to keep saying that because I think you need to hear it. You can play. It's not just for the young, not just for people who aren't serious. Like, everyone needs to play sometimes. Okay. Watch your words, parrot spirit. Yeah, so words carry power. They really do. And our words to other people, especially if we're angry or tired or anything like that, are, you can say one thing and it can affect things for a long time. So just, really think before you say something. And especially what you say to yourself, your self-talk. Because your self-talk creates patterns in your mind. So when you talk negatively to yourself, you kind of stay in a negative mindset. But if you talk positively to yourself, you can create a positive mindset. And I know there are other factors at work, but it's true that if you repeat something over and over, it creates a thought pattern in your head. So watch your words to yourself. Watch your words to others. All right. So then we have strength, Isis. And you might want to look up Isis and connect to some of that energy if you're looking for a goddess to connect to. If not, that's cool too. But she brings a message of strength. And I think you've needed to be strong. And you are strong. And know that you can make it through to the end of this hard cycle. And you also are strong enough to go forward and move forward with these ideas that you have, with goals that you have. You are strong. You can persevere. You are resilient. Keep going. Then we have some earth energy here. We've got some earth magic, and it's funny, we have a black cat here and a black cat there. I wonder if you connect to black cats, anybody watching this. That would be really fascinating. Anyway, so connect to the earth. I know it's hard because it's winter in a lot of places right now, but if you can walk outside barefoot, that's one of my favorite ways to connect to earth. But if not, tending plants, working with salt even, or crystals, anything, going for a walk outside, just connect to the earth in whatever way that makes sense to you. Even doing a grounding or meditation practice. Also, connecting to animals. So, if you have a pet that you feel like is your familiar, if you practice witchcraft, you know what that means. But if not, just connect to animals. And it doesn't even have to be a pet. It could just be a animal spirit that you connect to. Maybe meditate and think of an animal. Connect to animals. And also, this message is you're protected. You have spirits watching out for you. Take that in. You have spirits watching out for you. But yeah, connect to the natural world. Connect to nature and earth. I didn't really get a message of romance or love, so I'm not going to pull those cards. But I hope this makes sense to you. I hope it resonates. Basically, you're coming to the end of a tough cycle, moving into another one. Things are moving forward, even if they feel slow. You are strong. Play, connect to some wildness inside you. Watch your words, connect to earth, connect to animals. You're being watched over in a good way. Okay, that's what I have for you, Group 2. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next time. February has in store for you, what the main message for February is. I'm going to start with your tarot cards. I'm going to shuffle out all the cards, and then I'm going to go over them. I have a couple of love decks here. I'm only going to pull from those if we get messages from the other cards about love. So let's see what February has in store for you. The shuffling is going to take a few minutes. Just kind of enjoy, relax, get into the meditative feel. Oh, you got 2. Sorry. These bigger cards are a little hard to shuffle. Last one. Okay. So, let's start with your tarot cards. So, it looks like you're having trouble making a decision. And particularly in thinking about what the consequences of that decision might be. It might be a relatively small decision with big impact. And that's why you're perseverating over it. But the thing is you know, when the 2 of Swords comes up, you know what the right decision is. You know what the fair, right decision is, and you're just avoiding making the decision. No matter, this is a little harsh, but no matter what decision you make, there will always be consequences. There will always be scales getting balanced out and repercussions of a decision. You just gotta make the decision. You just gotta go for it. Because the longer you're stuck, the longer things aren't taking shape and things aren't moving forward, and that's not good for you, it's not good for anything. So stop thinking so hard. Trust your gut. Go with it. And the consequences will be what they are, and things will balance out in the end. And, you know, if you're making a decision from the right place, justice knows that, the universe knows that, things will be okay. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is interesting, especially because we got this pleasure card. I think you need to connect to some pleasure and abundance. I think there's some abundance coming in, and you need to enjoy it. And enjoy yourself, just savor that pleasure for a little while. You know, sometimes this card talks about overindulgence, but I don't think that's really a worry for you. I think you're someone who sometimes avoids taking pleasure in things and feels guilty about it, maybe. And this is your sign to savor the abundance that you've worked for. Feel some pleasure. Then we've got some interesting cards about independence, freedom, courage. And by the way, if you have a goddess practice, if you look to connect to goddesses, here are a couple to connect to. Bast and Artemis. If not, don't worry about that. Just focus on the keywords, but these are energies coming in. So, let's read the Freedom card. Meet Lucy. She is awake even in her dreams. One of her favorite things to do is fly in a lucid dream. It is the most natural, free, and expansive feeling. You can go to outer space, imaginary lands, deep under the sea, to the top of Mount Everest, even through the earth itself, propelled simply by the power of your mind and your will. This little kitty is calling you to embrace that unbound freedom of flight and dreams. What is your wildest dream? Your craziest, most heart-expanding, joy-filled plan A? If you were completely free, what would you do? Okay. So, with that, and then with this independence and inspiration and courage, I think you really need to dig deep, find the courage to dream big. You are independent and whole on your own, and you have the freedom to dream and create anything you want to. You really do. I know life has limiting factors and everything, but really, your dreams are as big or as small as you make them. And with courage and inspiration and independence, there's not much you can't do. So, if you needed permission to dream big, this is it. Think outside those tiny, small day-to-day plans. Think of your biggest dream possible and start planting those seeds. Light those flames. And also, you know, I'm getting the feeling that you're intuitive and you've possibly been doing a lot of overthinking with this, like, Two of Swords here. Check back into that intuition. it serves you well. Okay, so we have protection and spirit has a plan. I'm getting the feeling from this card, we got this in another pile, but in this one I think it means something a little different. I think you are protected by spirit. You are protected. Have courage to dream big, and the spirit will back you up. Spirit has a plan. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in spirit. Have faith that you can get where you need to. And have faith that things will balance out. Because the universe is in balance, and the spirit has a plan. Everything will turn out how it's meant to turn out. What's meant to come to you will come to you. Finally, balance spirituality and practicality. So, that's another reason why justice might be here. I'm just getting, I know temperance is usually this message, but for some reason I'm getting the message of balancing here. Balance spirituality and practicality. So, I think right now you're a little too far in the practicality and in the mind, and I think you need to come back to spirituality a little bit and connect to spirit, connect to your intuition. Just, I know it's a hard balance to keep and it swings back and forth sometimes, but just find that balance. Yeah. And I think, like I said, in this case, I think you need to connect to spirituality a little more. Finally, your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. And it is. You're unique, and that's what makes you amazing. There's only one of you. And the universe needs you. You're needed. You're here for a reason. Always remember that. Also, protection message. I'm getting another message. Put up boundaries between you and toxic people. You're worth protecting yourself. And you're worth having boundaries and keeping them. So don't let people cross your lines. Okay? That might be for just like one person, but that came through kind of strongly just now. Okay, that's what I have for you, Group 3. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know what you thought of the whole shuffling thing and what you thought of your message, and thank you so much for watching.